Hello. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. So, as a part of my weekend or holiday, I decided to conclude it by coming to the botanical garden here in Greensboro to kind of relax and get my spirits right and prepare for another work week. So, some transparency. Typically, I don't have issues too much with the type of work that I do. I can usually transform and deal with the negative aspects that come with dealing with people and working with their personal lives, and something so precious to them as their children. A lot of times emotions do run really high because of what it is that I have to do at times. So, long story short, last week I ran into a situation in which I felt someone was taking it a little bit further than usual, and it didn't really sit too well with me. Some of the actions of the person and the behaviors were very concerning. So I didn't really say too much. I did talk to different people about it, co-workers, etc., my husband, and tried to work through it and kind of act like it didn't happen, because if you know me, you know that I don't really like to depend on people too much emotionally, and I try to be really strong so that I'm one less people that people have to worry about. Unfortunately, in this situation, I really did need support because I did not realize the anxiety that was going to come with it thereafter. So this was Wednesday of last week. So on Friday, I decided to shop a little bit after work, and I felt that that would be some retail therapy and calm me down. So I'm in the store. Typically, Donnell would say to me that I am very oblivious to what's going on around me, and that there are people walking behind me and things, and I'm not paying attention, and he's fearful that one day someone will try to sneak up on me or do something. Not this Friday. So on Friday, the simplest things were kind of jerking me and getting me to a point where my heart rate was sky high, and I was very paranoid, just looking over my shoulder, like heart beating really fast. And it wasn't a particular sex of people, it wasn't a particular race. Anyone that came up a little too close, and I don't really know what too close would be, because just walking past me kind of sent my heart rate sky high. I know that was a problem. The reason I'm saying this is because we all need people. We all have to be able to communicate when things are too much, when we're afraid, when we don't feel comfortable, because when you put yourself in a box and you make people think that you are so strong, that you don't need help, and that you can get through all things, when you reach those moments, it's almost an embarrassment. I can say it was an embarrassment to me to go back and say, my heart, my anxiety is out the roof right now dealing with this situation. It has gotten much better throughout the weekend, I can say that, and I do feel a lot better about going to work tomorrow. But what I will say is, take time out for yourself. Understand that no job is worth having panic attacks or heart attacks or losing weight, stressing out. Take time to do what it is that soothes you. For me, a lot of times it's painting. These moments where I get to sit and just watch the nature, grass, trees, plants, that does it for me sometimes. But just really be able to speak to when you need help, because if you don't, you could lose your life out here, and people have no clue that you are actually in need of support, and that you just were too prideful to actually admit that something didn't sit well with you. Be honest, be open, and take care of you first. I hope that everybody has had a really great weekend, holiday, and that tomorrow will start a great week for you, and that everything will go as your heart desires it to go, and that you will continue to progress and be productive in any way that you see fit. Peace and blessings.